Hi guys, this is Jeannie. Welcome to my channel. I want to share some ATCs that I made as part of the giveaway challenge being hosted by snapdiva1 here on YouTube. She is hosting a challenge or giveaway. First prize is $25 to a PayPal account. Second prize is a $15 gift certificate given by Natalie, whose store is Bling for Me, Bling for You. And a third prize is a choice of a kit. So what she is asking is that you make an ATC to go into her binder, any theme you would like. The ATC should be your standard 2.5 by 3.5. If you make the ATC and send it to her, you will get 2 entries. For an extra bonus entry, you can also make a Disney themed flip book, mail it to her so that she can share it with her daughter. If you do that, you get 4 entries. If you promote her challenge on social media, you get 1 additional entry. She's also asking that you be a subscriber, and the challenge is open to US and international. The challenge started March 1st, and I know that it's been extended to April the 2nd with a drawing, I think, April 3rd. So once again, I'll link her channel and the giveaway video down below so you can check it out for yourself. Now, if you know Kim, you know that she loves Halloween. So I, of course, wanted to do ATCs in a theme that she would like. So I went with the Halloween theme. I used some stamps that I've had in my stash. I think I bought these 2 Halloweens ago at a Michael's like post Halloween clearance. I got this beautiful, I love this stamp. Love this stamp, and I think I paid like 75 cents for this stamp, if I recall correctly. I'll Be Watching Over You, and it is by Stampendous. And it is actually called, will it focus? There it is, Tombstone Owl. So I used this stamp, and using this stamp, I made this ATC. So what I did was I took some Tim Holtz watercolor paper and cut it down to the standard ATC size. Then I used some of my distress inks and water to create the background. Used my heat gun to dry it, and then I used StazOn black ink to stamp the image. Then I used clear emboss powder to give the image some dimension. I then went in with a gray Copic color marker and gave some shadows to the owl in the chest area, the wing, by the eyes. And I absolutely love the way this turned out. I love this. So that's my owl. On the back, I use my Amy Tangerine date stamp. That's this. To stamp the date that I made the image, that I made the ATC, and stamped it with my channel stamp. Created just for you by Happily Ella After. So that is my first entry, and I love this one. Love it, love it, love it. So I use this to make this. Okay, the next entry is this one, and I used this stamp to make this. So again, same concept. I use my Tim Holtz watercolor paper, use distress inks to create the background, stamp the image in the black StazOn ink, and then use clear embossing powder to give it some shine and some dimension. I then went in with a very fine Copic fine marker and kind of created this table background. I sketched it in only because this stamp doesn't have a table. When I stamped it on the card, it just looked like it was floating around. It looked a little odd. So I wanted to ground it, and so I created the table. Then I took a Copic marker, a gray one, and went in and created some shadows behind the little alchemy set. And I also, using that same black fine point marker, drew in additional kind of like chemical bubbles. And I love the way this turned out. I also used black soot distress ink to distress the edges. I did it for this one, and I did it for this one as well. And again, I used my date stamp to date it and my channel stamp to mark it as one of my creations. And I love the way this turned out. Super cute. Or spooky. Should Halloween ATCs be cute? I don't know. I'm thinking they should be spooky, so we'll go with spooky. Spooky. Then I saw this candy corn stamp, and actually, first let me show you the alchemy stamp is by Crafts Smart. And does it have a name here somewhere? No name, sorry, but it's by Craft Smart. I had the candy corn stamp, and again, this one's by Craft Smart. And I used this stamp to make this one. Maybe we can call this one cute. It's not so spooky. It's cute, right? I don't know. So I use my distress inks and some water to create the background, and I stamped the image of the candy corn. I went in with some Copic markers, and just the image looked a little flat, so I used my Copic markers to add some shadow and highlight areas. Then I used some black soot ink to again distress the edges. In this case, I did a little more intense than the others. I was experimenting with some techniques, and I thought that one turned out pretty good. And I was thrilled with the way this one turned out. Okay, and the back, I mounted each of the ATCs on a second piece of kind of cardboard, just to give it more stability, and just it's really strong and sturdy. I prefer that kind of thick canvas feel to an ATC as opposed to paper thin. Paper thin is fine. I do some paper thin ones, but I much prefer the thicker, more heavy stock feel. So that's what I did here. So that's that one. How cute. And then finally, and this absolutely is by far my favorite, I love this stamp. I have not had the opportunity to use it until now, and I'm absolutely thrilled that I finally got to use it. And this one is called Danse Macabre. I'm probably butchering it. I don't know. But there it is. And it's by Stamp Pendants. And I don't care what you call it. I call it awesome. Check this guy out. This guy is dancing like nobody cares. Nobody, like he doesn't care. If anyone's watching, he's just too damn cool. I love it. I love the music bars and the music notes in the background. I just love everything about this. Absolutely love, 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 love this. And using this stamp, I made this ATC, which is by far my favorite. Love the way this turned out. Again, it's Tim Holtz watercolor paper. I use distress inks in the background. I also use the water droplet technique. Once you apply the distress inks and you dry it, you then take drops of water and just drop it onto the canvas and let it sit there for like 30 seconds. Use a paper towel to lift it, and you'll get these beautiful watermarks. All right, then I went in with a Copic marker and gave some shadow areas to our little dancing sack of bones there, and use my black soot distress ink to ink the edges. I absolutely love this one. This one is definitely my favorite. Okay, and again, I mounted it onto the thicker cardboard, and I stamped it with a date, added my channel stamp, and I love the way it turned out. So there you have it, guys. If you still have time, I mean, you're gonna have to hurry up and get her done. And I was hoping to get these out a lot sooner than I was able to, but things happen. I'm not gonna say life gets in the way, because I like living life, but other things came up, so I wasn't able to complete these as quickly as I had hoped. But they're done. I'm getting them out. Kim, I hope you like these. I love them. And tell me what you think, guys. Which is your favorite? Do you like the owl, the dancing bag of bones here, the candy corn, or the little alchemy set? I know which is my favorite. Which is yours? Just curious. So anyway, guys, thank you for visiting. I greatly appreciate it. Check out Kim's channel. Like I said, she's hosting this until April 2nd, so you still have a couple of days to get her done and get her out. And just check out Kim generally. Very creative, cool videos. She hosts quite a few challenges and giveaways. So like I said, check her out. You won't regret it. I know I enjoy watching her videos, and I'm sure you will too. So until next time, thank you for visiting. I hope you visit again and again. If you like what you see, comment, like, subscribe, and I would really appreciate it. Until next time, guys. Bye-bye.